allowed to be happy. You're allowed to be happy before this imaginary day in your mind where everything is suddenly perfect enough to be happy. We are the gatekeepers to our own mind. What happens up here is totally up to you, and it's totally private, and you're not obligated to conform to anything out here, up here. And who are we even to say that what's happening out here is enough of a justification to feel miserable? Who are we insisting on being miserable for? This is your life. There's no virtue in being miserable. You're not paying your dues by being miserable enough to finally have things turn around for you. It doesn't work that way. Like, we have this imaginary debt system in our head, like, oh, if I'm only miserable enough, then, the universe will feel bad for me. The world is your mirror. Misery in here will reflect misery out there. Joy, happiness in here reflects joy and happiness out there. Period. So that's what being delusional means. But is it really delusion? I don't think so. I think it's taking control of your life. I think it's saying, it doesn't matter what's out here. I'm in control. I'm in control of how I feel. But I know how it is. I used to be addicted to misery too. I didn't trust that if I stopped doing that, or if I let go, if I allowed myself to be happy, that I wouldn't get somehow punished for doing that. Or like humbled, like, oh, well, look, I tried being happy and something shitty happened. Look, why would I ever be happy then? So I told myself I would just do it as an experiment. So, okay, for just today, I'm gonna allow myself to be happy, be delusional, have positive thoughts. And my thoughts aren't even like crazy positive. It's just more like, this doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect me. I'm okay. Everything's okay. That kind of thinking. So when nothing blew up after a day, then I would extend it to a couple days, then a week. See, it's like, okay, in 2 weeks, if I get punished severely in 2 weeks for being this happy, then we'll go back to our old ways. But guess what? Nothing bad ever happened. And even if it did, you'll have a different perspective on it because your baseline is already happy. It's not like, well, look at that. Look, something negative happened again. Surprise, that always happens to me. It's not like that. It's more so, okay, that's fine. Happened. Life goes on. I can handle that. So this is my impression of someone who insists on being miserable and arguing for their limitations when someone informs them that they're able to be happy. I don't know about that. Why would I do that when everything out here tells me that I shouldn't? Why would I? Look at, there's proof everywhere that I shouldn't be happy. I won't be happy until there's proof that I should. And then maybe I'll decide to be happy. But until then, I want to be real. So that's what you sound like when you insist on being miserable. Is that what you want to sound like? No.